Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. Brickswag back here with another video. Today we have yet another exciting Rogue One set. Last week I reviewed the TIE Striker, which is a really great set. That's seen on the Battle of Scarif. Now, a little bit before the Battle of Scarif, you have another great scene, which is on Jeddah. And the set that I'm reviewing today comes from that scene, which is the Imperial Assault Hover Tank. This is in the scene where I think Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor are on Jeddah. There's a bunch of Saw Gerrera's like rebels out there, and they're, planning on doing a little bit of violent action against the Imperials. And so this is one of the ships or vehicles rather that is kind of patrolling the streets and everything, trying to keep order. And it's the Imperial Assault Hover Tank. Comes with 3 minifigures, which are really cool. I'll go ahead and review those later. But yeah, very excited. I got this set off of Bricklink from a seller for a pretty good deal. I think he was based in Canada, and so very interesting there. My first time buying internationally, but got it for a pretty good price overall. I think when all is said and done, it came out to about $100 USD with shipping and handling and everything. So again, pretty good deal overall for this set. This thing is skyrocketed in value, as with all the other Rogue One sets. So anyway, just really excited to unbox this, review it. Definitely looks like a really cool set. Love the look, and so hopefully it's as good as I expected. But until then, I'll go ahead and unbox it and then build it and show it to you guys. Stay tuned. So unfortunately, guys, I can't believe this. I'm a little bit in disbelief right now. I guess I should have checked the box before I even opened it, but from what it seems like, this set was not brand new, sealed in box as advertised. The seals were intact. Like, they were on it and everything. If you look at the set here, like, these seals are, I think those are factory seals, and the ones that I cut from here were also factory sealed. I mean, if I go ahead and show these, the ones I cut from here, yeah, this is all like, it looks like it's factory sealed at least. So I don't know how they managed to unsealed. I cut these with my own scissors, right there. So I just cut these, and when I opened the set, it came with the instruction manual and everything. The box is in pristine condition. I think this is the complete set. But yeah, there's no like numbered bags or anything. It looks like the box is just it looks like a completely assembled set. This is not what I expected when I bought this. So unfortunately, it does ruin the build experience for me because, yeah, I have to start from scratch. Now, I'm going to go ahead and contact the seller because this shouldn't have been a thing. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and contact the seller, see what was going on, because I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you. Again, it comes with everything, so it's not the worst experience in the world. It's not like I'm missing any parts or anything. It looks complete. I'm just going to have to take it all apart, and I won't get the full build experience and everything, which is really, really disappointing. This is, again, not what I bought. When I bought this, it said new, sealed, and everything. So, yeah, really disappointed. But I'm going to go ahead and send pictures to the seller and let him know what happened, because this is very disappointing. So I have done a quick inspection of the, the contents and everything. It does look like everything is here. It looks to me like this is pretty much complete for the most part. There were some parts that broke off during transportation, but otherwise looks complete. There are the minifigures and everything. It looks like all the minifigures are as expected and everything, so that is pretty good, actually. They definitely could have gotten away with the opportunity of just taking the minifigures and reselling those. That would have actually caused me to riot. But it does look like at least the minifigures are there, and Chirrut Îmwe is there, which is really good. So yeah, what I'm gonna probably do is I'll wait for the sellers to get back to me. I don't know if they will, but I'm probably just gonna disassemble the set, restart it from scratch, so I can get the build experience at the very least. It won't be the same because I won't have those nice little numbered bags and everything to gather from, but it's a pretty simple set. I mean, it's like 385 pieces, so it should be pretty quick and everything. I probably can just do it all in one go. But yeah, again, very disappointing, but I will persevere and make it through out of here. Just be careful, guys. I don't know. I guess Bricklink, again, it's weird because it said new and sealed and everything. And again, the box is in pristine condition. It looked like it was complete factory sealed, So I was genuinely just in disbelief. But you never know what really happens, even when you buy from Canada. Sometimes those Canadians are scammers, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and disassemble the thing and rebuild it and everything, and then do a full review for you guys of the set. So stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so I've went ahead and disassembled this entire set, kind of color-coded everything so that it will be easy to kind of put back together. Brick separator was very, very helpful in this task. But yeah, I disassembled the minifigures, to be honest. I just want to, be able to start this almost like it's from scratch, so this will be a fun experience, I guess. But yeah, really first time doing this, hopefully the last, because man, that was not the most fun. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and build the set now. Alrighty guys, what is up? After a very long, arduous, and weird process, I finally got this thing built. Looks absolutely fantastic and everything. Again, I did start this from scratch, so I got the full build experience. The disassemble process took me about half an hour, and the build process took me about an hour and a half. So in totality, I spent about 2 hours building this thing, which is a little longer than, what it would normally be probably, but regardless, got it done and everything. And yeah, it definitely looks great. Really enjoyed the build process. It was pretty straightforward. Definitely really liked the building techniques on this. There were a couple of missing pieces. Whoever built this is not exactly the brightest person, because they're missing a couple pieces here to cover up these. It's like these 2x4 like gray tile pieces, I think. One of these blocks was also missing, so nice job messing that one up. This dude lost his gun. I have the other gun in this barrel where it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be 2 guns, so that got screwed up as well. Pardon me from knocking over all these minifigures. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess, not gonna lie. And there's also like one piece I think missing from this that actually holds things together. So yeah, I don't know how you messed it up that badly, I'm gonna be completely honest, but oh well. What's done is done, and I do have this thing pretty much fully assembled with a couple missing pieces, but it looks very intact. Everything works as planned. So I'm going to go ahead and first show you guys the minifigure lineup, and then I'll show you guys all of the play features and everything. So stay tuned. So taking a look at the minifigures here, we have a total of 3 minifigures. So the first one, and I guess the kind of anchor figure for the set, is Chirrut Îmwe. He's obviously one of the Rogue One kind of rebels. He's absolutely awesome. If you watch the movie Rogue One, you know he's kind of the Force-sensitive monk and everything. He's a totally awesome character. He has that kind of staff that he carries as his weapon, and then on the back side, he actually has a crossbow, which he also uses from time to time. Has some pretty good prints right there. Really cool eyes and hair and everything. And then he also has a waist cape, I guess, which is supposed to represent kind of like his robe. So yeah, it's super neat there. Honestly, a top tier minifigure. Definitely glad that the seller didn't take the minifigures from me. Now, looking at the other minifigure in the set is the Imperial Hovertank Pilot. We get 2 of these. They're exactly the same. One of them is supposed to act as the kind of commander, so he has a medium blaster rifle. The other one is supposed to be more of a lackey, so he has a little pistol, but again, I'm missing that, unfortunately. There is one, again, in the storage crate, so I can get that out later. But yeah, they both look really great. Absolutely fantastic prints and everything. These figures are actually very popular nowadays, they go for quite a lot. So yeah, really, really cool figure and everything, and definitely really glad that we got this. Also, in case you guys wanted to see what the guy looks like underneath, he has a angry generic face, so that's that. Now, taking a look at the set itself, really, really nice play set, to be honest. The first kind of feature you'll notice is that, it is a hover tank, but in reality, LEGO has to use wheels in order to get it to function. You can kind of see now, you're not really supposed to be able to see these, really only from the underside you're supposed to see them, but you have these kind of clear wheels that it uses to kind of mimic hovering around. Again, not supposed to be able to see those, but thank you, seller. Or not seller, I guess. I actually contacted the seller, and I don't think he was responsible for this. I think it's the person he bought the set from, because the seals looked intact, so I guess he sold it as a new and in box set and everything. So anyway, regardless, yeah, this has clear wheels that you can roll around on, which is really, really cool. There are these cannons that you can rotate. I think you can rotate them not quite 360 degrees. I'd say 180, just because you can't, you know, get the lower angle, and you can do the same with that here, which is really, really cool. You do have a lot of opening hatches. So the kind of front hatch right here opens up, and you can kind of see into there. You can definitely put some minifigures in that space, which I will do in a second. And then you also have this kind of hatch right here. And again, you can put a minifigure there as well. So pretty neat and everything. Also, you have this gun up here that you can kind of, you can't really do much with it. I guess you can turn it like in these directions, and you can lower it a little bit. But yeah, this is pretty cool. You can, you know, use that and kind of shoot the rebels or whatever. And at the back here, you have this little storage crate. This is really fragile, so I'm gonna have to be careful when I remove this. Again, the person who built this is an idiot. But basically, yeah, you can kind of take a look at this, and you should be able to take off the top and see in the inside. Again, I'm gonna have to probably reconstruct this because, you know, the person didn't do a great job of it. But when you look inside here, you can see that there is I think this is a radio, and then you also have a gun in there. I think in canon, these are really supposed to be transporting kyber crystal, but again, it's only used for ammunition here, which is a little bit lame, but oh well. Also, if you notice, there are 2 spots to put your little crate. In reality, I think it can honestly be 3. There is another spot in the middle, really, that you could probably put the black tiles on, but obviously LEGO doesn't do that. They don't really want you to. But yeah, go ahead and put them there too. But I think in canon, again, you can transport 3 crates at once, but because of the LEGO studs sticking out, you can only transport 2. Whatever. It is still pretty accurate to the source material. It's just not perfectly like that. But yeah, can transport 2 crates. Now, one complaint that I've heard a lot is that there aren't 2 crates that come with this, even though there's 2 spots. And this is kind of a clever LEGO marketing gimmick. You can actually get the second orange crate from the Battle on Scarab set. So that's how you get the second crate. So for those of you guys who are complaining about that, there is another way to get it. If you're cheap and don't want to do that, the other way is just bricklink all these parts. So anyway, that is the simple solution. Yeah, guys, so just went ahead and put the 2 Hovertank Pilots in their respective seats and everything. Go ahead and close it up if you want. Do that. Again, unfortunately, it doesn't go down all the way. So I don't really like this configuration. Again, that's kind of a downside for sure. You know, I guess one thing you can do is you can lean this guy back a little bit more, but you know, it's not great, not a great fit. The alternative way is you can actually put the figures kind of on the outside and have a little bit more of a vibrant scene, and so that's what I'm going to probably do. So this is probably the configuration that I'm going to have my set in. Just have a Hovertank pilot kind of man the gun right there. Another one kind of watching the cargo, you know, watching for any guys that try to hop on and steal stuff or whatever, or vandalize it. Put, you know, Chirrut Îmwe in the front, kind of facing the tank by himself. But yeah, a really, really neat set. Definitely think it's great for play features. I just wish some of the minifigures kind of fit in there better without having to be like totally reclined. That just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I get why they had to do it though, to make everything kind of, you know, proportionate, but it does kind of take away from the play value a little bit. Overall, though, I think this is a fantastic set. Unfortunately, it came to me under very weird circumstances, but I do think it is a very nice set with a lot of play value. And of course, it is very, very accurate to the Rogue One movie, which is a huge plus. Really like that about it. And so in terms of build process, overall, it's a little hard for me to rate just because, you know, I didn't get the number bags and everything, but I'd give it a pretty solid 7 out of 10. And as for overall set, I would also give it a 7 out of 10. A good set, a bit of a flawed one, but definitely very, very cool to have. And I'm very glad that I have it. Definitely prefer some of the other Rogue One sets over this, but it is nice to have. And, you know, it's one that's still relatively affordable just because when it came out, it wasn't like the most expensive thing in the world. It has skyrocketed in value, but yeah, it is still one of the more affordable sets for sure. Some of these other ones are going for crazy now. Anyway, guys, hope you really enjoyed this video. You know, it takes me a lot of effort to kind of upload these videos and everything. I really do it just because I like it. I love Star Wars. I love Lego and everything. And I love making this content for you guys. So yeah, honestly, I do it even if I wasn't uploading these videos, I'd still build these sets and do all this stuff. It's just nice to have an outlet to share. But if you guys did like the video, please go ahead and drop me a like. Please go ahead and subscribe if you enjoy all this content. Leave a comment down below whether you have any feedback, positive, negative. I'll kind of read it all. And stay tuned to Mr. Brickswag for more LEGO Star Wars content. Peace, guys.